Hello guys, I wanted to do a quick video on the craze that's going on today. Seems like comedian Monique from the Parkers, is getting a lot of backlash or mixed views on her opinions about black women wearing bonnets. And a lot of black women ain't taking too kindly to Auntie Mo's evaluation of us wearing us black women, us sisters out here wearing our bonnets in the street. I think Tammy Roman might have told her to mind her own business, but in a nice way. I have to watch the video. But I only saw maybe little pieces of it, then I got distracted. But from how Tammy Roman was talking, she wasn't disrespectful. She wasn't trying to drag Monique or anything. You know, she seemed cool, but everyone knows Tammy Roman loves her bonnets. You know, she's a bonnet person. And me personally, and I'm not gonna say as a black woman, I wear bonnets a lot. I think I've taken a lot of selfies on IG with my bonnet. Damn it, I dropped my glasses. And I've gone out in public with my bonnet. Even when I was going to school, when I was going to UMES back in the day, I used to wear bonnets on my head, going to class. I used to wear that joint as a hat, turn it into a hat and go and wear it as a little cap on my head. But apparently, Auntie Mo doesn't think that black women should be wearing bonnets out in public like that. And I sat and I watched her video, and I think she was coming from a very good place. Let me take my hair out. I don't think she was coming with meanness. Now, here's the thing with Monique. Monique is a very controversial person. She was controversial with calling out Oprah Winfrey, Tyler Perry, and what's his name, Lee Daniels. You know, so she has a lot to say. And Auntie Mo can be one of those family members that could drive you crazy with her constant opinion, but I think she comes from a good place. Me personally, I wear a bonnet, especially when I'm going out running errands. I mean, it's not something I wear all the time. Of course, if I'm going to a nice restaurant, if I'm going out, or if I'm doing something sociable or professional, you're not going to see a bonnet on my head. But apparently, you know, people have their opinions of that. And what's her name? What was I going to say? Somebody said, I forgot who it is. I remember my mother said something about someone said, well, of course your best representation describes you, but you coming out of your house not looking a certain way, that shows you don't give a damn about yourself, la 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 la. And I said pretty much, not getting offended, that's kind of a double-edged sword, because you don't know people well enough to decipher if they give a damn about themselves or not, you know. But of course, in this society where vanity is always, even people in my own family used to get on me about how I looked. I was going through an awkward stage as a kid where my hair was breaking off. I was growing little pimples, and they ragged on me for every little thing. Apollo? Really? My dog just burped. They ragged on me for every little thing, nitpicked, and all that other stuff. And my thing is this. I'm going to tell you why, personally, I'm not offended by Monique, even though I wear bonnets. A lot of black women are. A lot of black women are angry, which is to be expected, because you can't please everybody. You can always piss off somebody with what you do. But I'm not offended because Monique's delivery was very good. It was very approachable. She did not come from a place of anger, a place of hurt, a place of hate. She actually came for somebody that cares, that actually wants you to do well. And the problem is with a lot of people from Monique's generation, because my mom's from that generation, a lot of you older folks, when it comes to people from my generation, like the millennial, y'all have a way of talking to people like you got a damn problem. Like you don't know how to talk to people. You come with all this animosity, this bitterness, and this hurt, and you feel like because we're younger, it is okay for you to talk to us anyhow, or we shouldn't buck up and say this or say that. A lot of y'all from Monique's generation, y'all delivery sucks. You don't understand that you catch honey with bees. Excuse me, you catch, I said honey with bees. You catch bees with honey and not with vinegar. That's the problem with a lot of y'all old heads, especially you old black folks. Y'all got this bitterness about you, and I even see that in my own mother, just how you talk, how you act. Like you talk seriously like you got a problem with us so-called millennials. You want to call us stupid, you want to call us this, you want to call us that, but it's our stupid asses creating the technology and the shit that your damn old rusted asses couldn't even think of if you put all of your brains together. Okay? But my thing is this, I'm not mad at Auntie Monique at all. You know, I'm not offended. Of course, there gonna be some sisters out here, she didn't mind her business. She need to do this, she need to do that. That's cool. Everybody has a right to respond how they want to respond. Some people are gonna respond like me. Some people are gonna respond worse. Some people gonna respond. Some people ain't gonna care, really. People gonna do what they gotta do. You know? But I go with her approach because it's not the fact of it being kind. It comes with sincerity. See, a lot of y'all old folks that want to out here help young people, the reason why a lot of young folks are reluctant to taking advice from y'all, because your delivery is so poor. You want to talk at people and not to people. And that's what I had to correct my mother on several times. You need to learn how to talk to people, not at somebody. You don't talk at people. Okay? You don't talk to people like they're beneath you. And a lot of y'all from that generation, from the 60s, born in the 60s, born in the 50s, born in the early 70s, y'all really act like y'all don't know how to talk to motherfucking people. You really don't. And then you feel like you can approach us, a millennial, any kind of way, and think because we're younger, we won't bust your ass. You gonna pick the right millennial to mess with, and somebody gonna fuck your old ass up. Don't get it twisted. Somebody being younger than you, that doesn't mean they can't take you on. That doesn't mean they can't beat your ass. And a lot of y'all older black folks, y'all seriously act like you really got a problem with your damn vocal cords and with talking to people and with approaching people. You want to teach somebody something, then teach them. You don't make them feel like shit. And this is the reason why I ain't even mad at Monique. She ain't always right, but she ain't always wrong either. And she wasn't wrong with this. You know, she wasn't wrong with this at all. I mean, of course, me personally, I stopped wearing my bonnets out. I stopped wearing my bonnets out because, you know, maybe it does come off being the not most professional or presentable, but my thing is this. If I'm going out to the store real quick, or I'm going out to the cleaners real quick, I'm putting on clothes and dressing comfortably. You know, it has nothing to do with me not caring about myself. And what was it Mom said about, well, dressing a certain way that may make people feel uncomfortable. And it's like, I'm not dressing for somebody's comfort. I'm dressing for my own comfort. I can worry about, I'm not going to worry about what somebody finds uncomfortable about me. One, you don't know me. Yeah, I'm wearing a bonnet on my head, but you don't know me. You don't know what I'm doing. And most black women, we wear bonnets on our heads because it protects our hairstyle. We go to sleep with a bonnet on our heads because it protects our hair. But yeah, I mean, sometimes do we get funky? I mean, do I agree with black women showing up to their children's school or PTA meetings with that on their head? No. Or showing up to a homeowners meeting with that stuff on their head? No. Because there's a time and a place for everything. And I think that's all Auntie Mo was trying to say. But of course, you know, there are going to be some people in their feelings about it. It's whatever. It's just like some things. You can do a million things right in your life. And people will always either try to find something negative about what you're doing or what you're saying, or find that one thing that you did wrong. Like there was a girl I went to UMES with who's super sensitive about every motherfucking thing almost. Um, I remember, was it a month ago or so, I had picked up a post from one of my friends on Facebook. And I took that post and I posted it on Facebook because I liked it. And it said, shout out to all the real women out here hustling without opening their legs. And I got mostly positive responses from men and women liking that post on IG. Of course, crybaby. Crybaby. Oh, way to go to talk shit and slut shame women. Who am I slut shaming? Oh, a 9 to 5 job ain't a hustle. What? A 9 to 5 job ain't a hustle, but being a whore is. Like, I can understand where the older generation comes from, where they try to guide us, because a lot of us youngins, our mentality is off. We're accepting to a lot of trash, where being decent isn't cool anymore. Being either a thug, walking around with your pants off your ass, being a thought, being an insta thought, trying to be like the Kardashians, and trying to be like these Real Housewives people is an inspiration. Nobody wants to be a doctor. Nobody wants to be a lawyer. Nobody wants to be a scientist. That's whack all of a sudden. And I will agree that a lot of our priorities as millennials suck. Like, we lost some sense of decency. For her to get mad at that status I posted, that shows a lot. And maybe she telling on herself. But hey, it is what it is. But anyway, I just wanted to drop my thought on how I felt about this with Monique. And like I said, people gonna do what they gonna do. And my advice to Monique is, keep doing you. I mean, you're not gonna always get positive responses, but more than likely, just by how your delivery is, you'll get positive responses. Not always, but sometimes. But most of the time. More than often than you think. Because there's some people out here that just don't know better. And do need help and do need guidance. And the thing is, I'm not saying that our generation doesn't need guidance from the old people. Or for the older generations, of course. But y'all older folks, you need to get your personalities together. Stop talking at people and talking down to people. And start talking to people like they're humans. Somebody being younger than you does not mean that they are less human than you. They may not have the experience that you have, but they're people. The same way that you expect to be treated with respect, that needs to be given back. But a lot of y'all older folks, y'all really feel like you can come at people some kind of way, and you can intimidate people, and you can talk to people anyhow, especially younger people, and nobody's going to check you. And then you want to talk about y'all children have no respect. No, it's a lot of you old heads that don't have no respect. Because you talk to motherfuckers seriously like there's something wrong with you. Like you have no basic social skills. And y'all need to get that together. Now, well, that's all I got to say about it.